What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Plocast. It's Paul and Evan, this time watching Season 2, Episode 12 of Star Wars The Bad Batch. If you haven't already, go check out the last episode, all the other episodes in the season, and all the episodes in Season 1. Live reactions for all of them. So far, it's been a pretty mixed bag, but last episode was pretty good, so I'm excited. Evan's excited. I hope you're excited as well.
Mando is also happening right now, Mando Season 3, so make sure you check out our videos on that, because we're trying to do both at the same time for you, so make sure you check up on that if you would like. Ready?
Without further ado, man, let's jump.
Yeah, let's watch. Oh, this is an S tier episode. From the opening shot, S tier episode. Oh, there he is, finally! Jeez,
I think you're right
man.
already.
Fantastic.
Hey, man. Yeah, hold your tone.
I don't like used equipment.
Okay. You must hate your mom then.
Wow. First of all.
Like, it's not even...
Oh, that really bothers me, dude. Because, like, battled hardened veterans. Oh, I don't like used equipment. What a dumb thing to say.
That's, well, I mean, that's like the whole Imperial mindset on clones. That's how they're all, like, told to well, not told, but, like, nudged into feeling that way. Because, like, oh, the stormtroopers, they're, you know, they're the next big thing. He was just helping you catch you slipped.
Whoa.
Hey.
36 years?
Rotations. It's like a day-night
Oh,
cycle.
days? Okay.
X Veach. Look at their gear, dude. This is wild. I hope Crosshair puts a bullet in this dude. Or a bolt, sorry.
Oh, actually, they don't have bullets?
I hate this guy. I hate him.
How many missions have you commanded?
Oh,
Why don't you
man.
help?
I hate this guy. I hate him.
Know the Lieutenant
Ugly.
well?
Oh, look at all the helmets they got set up there.
What'd you do to get stuck with
Dead
this
people
mission?
helmets.
Yeah. Crosshair's gonna get fed up with how the clones are being treated. They teased that at the start, too.
Did they tell us where we are? The planet?
Oh, they might have, but I don't think it's relevant. Oh, Hex.
It's like one of 3 clones.
Yeah. Oh.
What? They blew up the shuttle?
Dang. That's gotta hurt with the heat vision. Is that blood?
Is it blood?
They can show blood in this show?
I also thought...
Okay, the tonal shifts in this is it's seriously getting ridiculously out of hand. Oh, he's adding another helmet to the dead. Was it Veach that died, I think? Oh, this is sad.
Hex and Veach were killed
Both of
in the
them.
ambush.
And leave this outpost vulnerable to another attack? I think not.
What options do you want then?
And you two alone. Recover
Oh my
the
god.
Damn.
Okay.
Word. Uh-oh. Crosshair's dead. He just died.
No, not until he lifts his foot.
I'd say I ever thought much about the war ending. Until it did.
Yeah, it's like what Rex said at the end of Umbara.
Mission's a mission.
You don't even believe that, Crosshair. He's just making himself believe that.
If I don't hear a boom, then I'll know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. I like this guy. He's big
I was
brain.
about to say, I like this guy.
Yeah.
I almost said it at the same time
Yeah,
you did.
I think Mayday's
Just-
gonna die.
Don't say that.
I think he's gonna die, and that's when it's gonna push Crosshair over the edge. I've had enough of this!
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Maybe they are some kind of alien thing.
I was going to say, that sounded kind of
Yeah.
alien.
And the blood, it was like an orangey red. Like, it wasn't blood red.
Yeah.
gonna
And
say.
I don't think we've ever seen a human bleed from a blaster bolt in Star Wars.
There was blood in A New Hope, but it doesn't even make sense.
Lightsaber.
It shouldn't have even
Yeah.
bled at all. My guy's dual wielding the carbines? Look at this. He's got him like this. That's sick. I saw
like
him
this
carrying
guy.
too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't think he was gonna. Oh, see, look, now he's still got. Well, okay. Yeah, see, he still got one when he gets one knocked out. It's perfect.
There's a ton of these.
There's a
Raider
crap
guys.
load. I'm telling you, that's why he's gonna die, because we like him.
They are fearless.
Yeah. Oh, mines. He's gonna shoot the mines.
Yep.
Oh!
Avalanche. Oh, I guess just
Rumbling.
cave falling. Yeah, not a avalanche.
Cracking.
What do you call that? When a cave falls?
Cave in?
Cave in! Wow. I couldn't think of the word in.
Is that their... Yeah, I was gonna say, is that clone gear?
Stormtrooper.
Yeah! What the heck?
Wow.
And we get this.
Wow.
We're good soldiers. We followed orders. And for what?
For nothing.
Avalanche! Avalanche! Let's
This
go!
time for real!
A real one. Yeah, they're not making it out of here.
No. One's definitely a goner. Oh, Mayday.
Why did you throw him away?
Oh, he just pushed him, like, ahead. Oh, bro, he's dead. Nah, he's dead. Oh. Uh-oh. Get him, come on.
Oh, that homie's dead.
Bro's not.
Oh, that homie's alive! Let's go!
Oh, okay.
Oh, that homie's probably dying.
He is dying. Man, this is one of those episodes where, like, there's not much to, like, say.
Just, yeah,
Just,
absorb.
you know. Oh, the frickin' bird again. Dude, imagine how, like, he ate, like, so much snow straight to the face, like, up against that rock. Like, that was brutal. Oh my god. They're, like, huddling for warmth. They're gonna make it back, and the lieutenant's, like, gonna be totally dismissive and tell him off for, like, being late or whatever.
It's all been worth it. We got more gear. Nice.
Yes. That we're not allowed to wear. Somebody get a stretcher, my guy. What? I told you, bro. I told you they wouldn't do anything.
Dang, bruh.
That's even worse than him dying out in the snow.
You could have saved him.
Oh, he's gonna snap, bro. Look at him. He's fuming.
Dumb vultures.
Dude, I hate this guy. I hate him so much. Bro, he's gonna snap.
Let's go.
Let's go, dude. I've never been so happy to see an Imperial die before. I don't even know what to...
Is he dead?
He better be dead.
No, I meant Crosshair.
Oh, he better not be dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro.
Is that the end?
Oh, okay. He's alive.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the end. What an ending that would have been, though.
He probably would have died if the lieutenant was still alive. He probably just said, leave him, get back to work.
Oh, hey, it's not Omega.
Oh, they're gonna do
Oh, wait,
cloning
no.
on him?
This is bad, actually. Hold up.
Yeah.
This is not a good thing. Oh, it's just like when they poisoned Fives. Made him start tripping.
I think that's the end. Yeah. Ooh.
No Bad Batchy music.
Yeah, the spooky ending.
I was really not expecting that. Like, at all.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Tone shift for sure.
I'm gonna go out on a limb
enjoyed.
and say that is one of the best episodes of animated Star Wars that we've ever gotten.
Wow.
I'm gonna go out on a
You
limb.
think so?
Although that list is very long because there's so many really good ones. So
that's top like 2 for this season of Bad Batch. But it's
might be
definitely up there for the whole show.
I don't know if it's top 1 or top 2. I love the setup at the beginning with like clones being dismissed by Imperials while Crosshair's looking at them at the base. Like just the hopelessness of this particular group of clones where they are, and just how like abandoned they've been and how like disregarded they are, and that's the case with like at this point like 98% of clones that are, you know, being treated like this. The just total lack of care from the lieutenant and by extension most Imperials. They just did such a great job at illustrating that, and like how these clones are like they're just fed up and like they don't want to deal with this crap anymore. They're soldiers and they just want to do their job and fight for their side. They were forcing those guys at the beginning to retire.
Forced retirement.
Yeah,
So-
like it really reminded me of what Rex said at the end of Umbara. He was like, like someday this war is gonna end. What happens to us then? We're soldiers, you know, something along those lines. This is what happens at the end, and it sucks.
yeah.
Just because of the Empire, and that they really nailed it with making that guy like the most hated person, like because like I love clones
and ugly. Like, they made him ugly.
It just felt so like I was gonna say cold, but you know, like not the, you know,
on the nose.
It was cold and like helpless, and I don't know, that was just I thought it was really good, really great.
There's one shot of one scene in particular that I think was excellent, and like so much so that I know it's on purpose, and it's when they find out what's in the cargo and it's the shiny new armor. There's a shot of Mayday holding it up with the stormtrooper breastplate. He's in literal rags. They're freezing out there, and he's holding up shiny new armor. And it was what, 36 rotations? I think that's days, or
whatever the day, however long a day is on this, like
okay, but a while. And they've been guarding new stuff for the stormtroopers. That's just excess. Yeah, it's just sitting there, shiny, brand new. They're not even allowed to open it. And he's holding that up, and he's talking to Crosshair like, "We were good soldiers. We followed orders for what?" You know. And I thought that shot, it was literally him kneeling in rags, holding brand new armor that he's not allowed to have.
Kind of giving me
so
chills,
cool.
man.
So cool about how they're treating the clones, how they're just throwing them to the side. We've been with these clones for so long, and they're, oh my goodness, they're hardened,
it hurts,
veterans, war tested, like they are top to top, and the Empire's just flipping a switch. They're just saying, you know what, we don't care about you anymore. You're yesterday's news to us.
Clone. Calls them clone.
Yeah, clone. It's like derogatory. Awesome. And I know too, like that's not that's almost a brainwashing. The clones are still much better than any stormtrooper. But Palpatine and the Empire is like, we probably can't control that, so we need to get rid of them. And then this cloning process is to try to find a way to have new, more clones that are more subservient, because they gave them a little much too free will. Which like is a good thing, but when you're a bad entity like the Empire, it's a bad thing. So they're trying to phase them out, and then there's just hostile environment towards them. Forced retirement, like, is probably one of the best case scenarios for them. But then you have like literally like the lieutenant, I forget his name. He's like, he's dead. Whatever, get back to work. Like it's crazy. But yeah, that shot was, I thought, I was even watching, I was like, dude.
I agree. The hopelessness that you feel like for just everything, because like, well, there was like 3 of them left. Like now, like, remember he had all the helmets of all the rest of the squad set up as like, those are probably just gonna get thrown in the garbage now by the Empire, because like they don't care. Like, so there'd be like no trace that they were even here, that they ever did anything when they spent their entire lives, you know, were like fighting for the Republic, and now they're just like wiped away, like they didn't even exist. And if he had died out in the avalanche, like his body would have just been buried in the snow forever with no like, that's just so, it's so hopeless and like miserable, and there's no real catharsis, really. There's no like this is what it is, and they're just showing you this is how it is now, and you have to deal with it. The galaxy has to deal with it. it really helps put into perspective more and more of what like the Empire does to people, because like there's people are like, oh, they're morally gray. It's not exactly totally black and white, which is true, because there's gray on both sides and all that. But at the end of the day, they're the bad guys. Like, it's just seeing this stuff that they do, and especially through the lens of Crosshair, who we are already familiar with and have watched, choose this path because he thought it was the right path, only for him to see, like, subtly over time so far, like, especially like with Cody and the other people leaving, up to now with Mayday, like, just to see him snap, and just like, I feel like that was a great point for his arc to go. I don't know, like, everything about that was just, I can't think of a single thing that I didn't like about this episode.
I want to bring something up, something I was wrestling with that I think I'm going to have to rewatch this episode. I thought at some points it was a little too forward with the lieutenant. I thought sometimes he was being like I almost want to say, we get it, you don't like clones. Especially when he said like it's not worth our time, like, oh, it's a waste of the Empire's resources to bring him a med kit. Like, that doesn't make sense. You can't treat soldiers like that. That's not how an army would function. That's not. But
Well,
I also think, well, this is what I'm wrestling with too. I think that's also on purpose. I don't think he's supposed to make sense. Like, you have leaders that are dumb. You have leaders who aren't good leaders being propped forward because they're subservient to the Empire. And I think that's a part of it. So I think I want to rewatch it. That was the only thing, because you said that you couldn't find anything wrong. Me neither, besides that one thing. And the other line that stood out to me too was the used equipment line. Like, that's like, there's a phrase called battle hardened. And that's like, you want people who have experience. But again, I think that's on purpose. I think his character is supposed to be this person who has a strict, almost like cult-like philosophy for the Empire, and what we're doing is good. Stormtroopers so much better. And the reason he's got that position is because of his like fanaticism for the Empire. If they actually wanted strong leaders wouldn't be willing to go through with this sort of stuff. So I think I want to watch it again. And then they also counter argument to that is it's a quick 20 minutes. Like, and this is a brand new character. If we saw all this development that made him hate the clones, it might be too much to have.
He's not really meant to be that deep,
Yeah, so there's that too. But that was the only thing that when I was watching, I was like, I don't know. So I think I want to watch it again and see where my head is at that.
What you're saying definitely makes sense, but mostly if they see them as soldiers, which we know they don't. Everything makes sense in the context of the clones being soldiers. They don't see the clones. No Imperial generally sees clones as their soldiers anymore. They're washed up, their equipment, they're just... Especially because they're clones, there's already an issue there, regardless of what side you're on, of seeing them not as people, because they're just recycled, they're like fabricated in a lab. So there's already that disconnect between them being a person and not. Add in the bias of being the brainwashing of the Empire, plus the fact that they've been told that the stormtroopers are better and they will just be better than the clones, and the fact that all the clones are old and they're disrespectful because they have free will, which the stormtroopers don't, which these guys aren't used to, or shouldn't be used to, because the stormtroopers will do anything you say regardless. The clones have free will, and they'll speak up when they think something is wrong. I think it's more just he is kind of a symbol for the entire mindset, the mindset of the entire Empire, because this is generally how they all feel, especially because think of how Palpatine turns it to where the clones like, oh, you want me to follow those clones, the ones who's betrayed their leaders and killed them all? I already don't like these guys. We're supposed to, and they're being phased out. They're old. So I think it's just the ego of being in that position, and also the collective mindset of the Empire and their views on clones, because this definitely is not an isolated incident. It's not, like, we've seen Imperials get this mad at, like, we've seen them get mad at soldiers for doing significantly less by like just doing something wrong, and they'll get like I don't know, like you're off my squad or whatever. That's just how the Empire rolls. And then you have this guy who already got off on a really bad foot with him. Remember at the beginning they had that like argument. He had his guys like
How many missions have you commanded?
Yeah,
Lieutenant?
that probably really hit his ego. And there's also the point of who's going to stop him. He has all the power in the world in this scenario. There's no if it was all clones, they would be like, yo, that's messed up, we got to get him help, whatever. He has stormtroopers. Who is going to stop him? They're in this they're in the middle of this blizzard on this planet. He has all the power. He can do whatever he wants. He already doesn't like Crosshair or Mayday or any of the other clones, not only because of the personal connection, but because the Empire being biased against them already. I think it just all adds up to him just not giving an F and just wanting to get the last word in, wanting to just be, you know, like, I see what you're saying, where like it could be like, haha, like especially evil, but I don't think it's that. I think it's more just like, it's definitely ego, because like I'm with the Empire, we're great, I'm a lieutenant, I control all of these guys, plus the fact that nobody likes clones anymore in the Empire. Like they're not just because they're old news, but like you think Palpatine would definitely spin it in a like to get people to not like clones. He would definitely use something like Order 66 to like kind of push the narrative already that clones are bad and they're not nearly as good as the stormtroopers, and you know, all that mixed with the fact that they have free will and they'll talk back to you probably really hit that guy like right like in his ego, and he was just fuming after that. So I thought it really did a good job of illustrating all of that with the Empire. I feel like we say this every time there's a really good episode like this. What is this show? What is it? What is it doing? What is this show? Literally, what is it? I'm so completely lost with the direction of this show.
Yeah.
I have no clue where it's like, it doesn't make any sense. The two best episodes this season do not feature any of the main characters other than Crosshair, who's kind of an antagonist.
And Grown Up Omega.
This is a voice actor, literally.
Yeah.
Like, it's the two best ones of the whole season.
Omega's voice actor still wanted to get paid for the episode. She's like, well, let me just do someone. I still want to, even if Omega's not in it, I'll do
something. I'll just hop in real quick. Like,
but yeah, dude.
But the tonal, like shit, like dissonance, I think is the correct term. But like, this is so dark and depressing, and like character driven, and like even through the direction and the cinematography and the music, it's like a somber. It's not meant. You cannot tell me that this episode is primarily directed at really young children, because it's just gonna, like, I mean, not to say that kids wouldn't get it, but like, it doesn't have big flashy, other than like the ship blowing up. There's no funny dialogue. There's no, you know, quick paced plot. Like, it's a slow kind of just look into this one little event that's kind of detached from everything else, and it's amazing. But like, and there was like blood, and we're not even fully sure, like it could have been like it's from like a humanoid thing. It's a blood trail.
I think they were like aliens. Yeah,
I think they were, but they were like human, like they were humanoid, shaped. So like, you have Crosshair shooting this guy and following the blood trail and finding that he died in a icy tunnel. Like the way that that Mayday dies, like it's not in a blaze of glory to save the day. Like he just dies because of the situation and the fact that this Imperial is not going to save him. There's no way in the world that he would ever think that the right call would be to save this guy unless it was an order from a higher up. And then like that episode, and then you go back a couple with the treasure hunt and the dinosaur thing and the speeder bike racing and Sid, and like, what the heck are we doing? What is happening? You cannot flip-flop like this so much. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure other people probably aren't as bothered by it, which is fine. But, like, to me, like, that's just so... Like, you can't have both extremes. They have both extremes. Like, find a middle ground. Like, most episodes kind of fall in that middle ground, but then you have episodes that are way down here in terms of, like, the tone, and then you have ones like this and that are way up here. This isn't, like, good, bad. It's more just, like, the...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
lighthearted or serious.
It just happens that the serious ones are better by a lot. If there was a random cut there or the editing was weird, we just went on a like 20-minute super rant about this topic. If you want to hear that, stick around until after the season, because we're going to be making another episode of our podcast where we're just going to spend the whole time breaking down this exact topic, and I'm probably going to take the footage that we just recorded and pop that in there because I feel like we said it pretty well here and there might not be a need to say it again. So if you kind of want to see that rant, because we kind of got heated a little bit, stay tuned for that podcast episode. It'll be after the season is over, because chances are you're going to see that footage. It'll be popped in there because it would just make this video way too long, and this should be just about this episode.
We were ranting for a while.
But yeah, overall, this episode, A+,
awesome.
Really good. One of my
good.
favorites in the entire show. One of the best animated episodes of Star Wars we've had recently, so thumbs up for that. You guys did a great job. I feel like I have to compliment them now after how much we roasted them.
Yeah, we were grilling them, and it's ironic because this episode was really, really good.
Really
so
good.
let's leave it happy. Let's leave it a happy note. Very good episode.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
hopefully we can continue this train of good
happy
episodes.
Happy notes, happy thoughts. And if you have any happy thoughts about this episode, or negative thoughts, who knows? Please leave them down in the comments below.
Drop it.
Make sure you check out previous episodes, future episodes, podcasts, Mandalorian. I'm so tired anymore. Like, my brain is
Everything,
not functioning properly. But yeah, that's going to do it for us. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you next time. Goodbye.